Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Hilda and welcome to exercise number 11. You might have already guessed, exercise number 11 is working on our hamstrings. We will be stretching the back of our legs today, and we will be working on not just strengthening but lengthening this area just so that it's able to hold us better in a good postural position, especially when we move. How many of you would think that you have tight hamstrings? And I'm sure most people will put their hands up. It's because of lifestyle and occupation-related haphazards today. Most people bend their knees most of the time. As a result, the area behind the knees become very tight and clenched up together, causing us to have tight hamstrings. So what I want to do is first release the back of the knees here, because without this, the back of the knees open up and release, we won't be able to straighten the legs. So before we even talk about how to release hamstrings and have longer and more flexible legs here, we need to first open up here, and that's what we want to do. And first, just a towel. A small hand towel will do. Now, I would tell my clients that to do this, they need to imagine the legs going really straight. And this is what we want to do. Really straighten up the legs. So put the towel here. Okay, now place it such that it is right under your knee. Yes, you can see that pretty clearly. All right, now, can you feel the back of the knee pressing down on the towel? Keep pressing down on the towel. Press down so much that your legs would straighten to a point where you might feel your heel lifting off the table or the floor if you're doing it on the floor. And release. Again. Really straighten by pressing the back of the knee down. See my fingers here? Oh, you can't really see like that. Here. Like that. You can see my fingers here. Pressing it down. Or my hands here. Pressing it down. Okay? I'm going to let go so that you press down on the towel. And look, my heel is lifting off. Okay. Release. You don't have to do too much, but enough to release it a little each time. I'm going to thicken the towel now. Okay, fold it even smaller. Put it under the thickest part, under your knee. So it's probably going to be like that. And I want you to imagine the back of the knees flattening the towel. You're going to make a pancake out of the towel. Okay, take an inhalation. Exhale and press down. Press down, try to flatten the towel and straighten it. Imagine your femur being pulled back into the hip socket, your leg being pulled back into the hip socket while the heel try to lengthen away. So you get to oppositional force here. The heel lengthens away while the head of the femur going deeper into the socket. And at the same time, you're going to press the back of the knee down and make a pancake out of the towel. Try that. 3 things here. Femur into the hip socket, heel lengthening away, back of the knee press down into the towel, flattening the towel. Sit taller if you can, and slowly release. I did the left side just now. Whichever side you did, feel the difference between both sides and take a walk. Feel the difference. How does your walk feel? on both sides, one side that you have worked on and one side that you have not. Let's do the other side. Give it a simple fold first. We're going to do the first round, whereby the towel is not so thick. Place it under your knee, this way, and extend your heel forward and feel like the back of the knee is pressing down on the towel so much that your heels start to raise off the table or the floor. And release. One more time. Exhale and press in. And release. Fold the towel, make it thicker now. Press a little bit more. Make a pancake out of the towel. Press it in. Feel the heel pushing away while the femur is going into your hip socket. Pressing the back of the knee down. And release. Stand and compare the side that you just did versus the first side. Are they more even now? How do you feel in both feet? How do you feel in both the back of your knees? What about the length of the whole leg? Just observe how you feel. Hamstrings work need to move in steps. We first need to really release the back of our knees here. Release all the tightness and all the gunked up fascia behind, so that when it opens up, we have space and length at the back of our legs. Only then can the hamstrings be activated to hold us upright, supporting our upper extremity in posture. Let's try the next exercise now that we have opened up the back of our knees. You can do this next exercise on any chair or table as long as it's got a flat surface and is stable, of course. Okay, now from here, you're just going to stand in front of your chair or table, and you're going to bring one leg up. This is a classic hamstring stretch. We're going to stretch it even further right now. Now this is a stretch and a strengthening exercise at the same time. You're stretching the leg that is on the table, but you are strengthening the leg that is standing. So it's a 2-in-1, and I love this. In both legs, you have to feel the back of the knees open up. Either think of your heels pushing down onto the floor for the standing leg, or pushing forward for the leg that is stretched on the table. On to the other side. On the standing leg, again, make sure the back of the knee opens up. Feel the back of the knee stretching both upwards and downwards. And really push your heel down onto the floor. For the leg that is stretched out, make sure the back of the knee really opens up, flexing the foot to make it even straighter. Feel like something is shooting forward here. Do you feel you're standing more upright? Do you feel you've got more length in your legs and your feet more grounded? I certainly do, and I hope you do too. As a bonus, I like to add on this particular hamstring exercise. It's actually hamstring and hips 2-in-1. Might be a bit of a challenge, but it's nice to give ourselves a challenge. Let's give this a go. This might remind you something like what people do in martial arts. Stand in an external rotated position, the legs turning out. And you're just going to bend your knees a little bit and come up. That's right, bending a little bit and come up. One more time. Okay, and then from here, you're going to bend to one side and the other. Now, when you bend to the right side, make sure you feel like the left leg is pulling you. You've got to have the push-pull tension. Pushing with the right, pulling with the left. And change, same thing here, pushing with the left and pulling with the right. You've got to have this tension. It's safe and it's the right thing to do. Creating the right kind of tension for the body to contract and release at the same time. Just go from side to side a little bit. Okay, now we're going to move a little bit further down. And from here, go down. More. Okay, now from here, time to go low. Touch. Almost touching. Touch. Almost touching. Touch now. Touch now. Touch. 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 See if you can go lower. And up. And up. One more each side. And come up. That was for fun, and I hope you like it. After the static hamstring stretches, it's good to just move around a little bit. Something for us to work on. This wraps up exercise number 11, the hamstring stretches and strengthening. I've mentioned in my previous video, specifically video for exercise number 9, you don't have to follow a sequence to do from day 1, day 2, day 3, which is what I called this series before, to progress to exercise 9, 10, 11 today. You can actually pick and choose, because what I've done here is design this series in a way that makes it very accessible to everybody. No matter at which level you are, there is something for the beginners, there is also something for the intermediate practitioner, student, or curious-minded Pilates posture correction seeker. That's it for this time. If you like this video or this series, give me a thumbs up. Do check out my other videos of these 21 posture exercises and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment or question in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. That's it this time. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for your participation and your viewership. And see you in exercise 12.